You're sleeping on a sponge full of dead skin, sweat, and oxidized body oils. That yellow stain isn't dirt, it's chemistry, and washing it with hot water just locks it in. I've cleaned institutional bedding for 15 years. My grandfather ran laundry for a county hospital. I'm going to show you exactly what creates that yellow ring, why your current wash cycle is making it worse, and the 3-step soak and rinse method that pulls it out without breaking down the filling. No bleach, no harsh chemicals, just the right temperature, the right agitation, and the right rinse. Most people look at a yellowed pillow and think it's just dirty. They toss it in the washer, crank the heat to hot, add extra detergent, and run it through a full cycle. When it comes out, the yellow is still there. Sometimes it's worse. The fabric feels stiff, the filling clumps, and a few weeks later, the stain comes back darker. They blame the pillow. They blame the detergent. They throw it away and buy a new one. That's how the cycle starts. Here's what actually happens. A pillow is a trap. Every night, your body sheds between 30 and 60,000 skin cells. Your scalp produces sebum. Your mouth releases saliva. Your hair leaves behind product residue. Sweat carries salts, urea, and lactic acid. All of it passes through the pillowcase and sinks into the pillow shell. The shell catches the big particles, but the fine oils and proteins slip through the weave. They don't wash out in the morning because they're already inside. Over months, those layers build up. You don't see it because it's hidden, but it's there, pressed into the fibers by the weight of your head. The cotton or polyester blend acts like a slow-release filter. It holds the organic material against the filling. When you finally wash it, you're not dealing with surface dirt. You're dealing with a bonded layer of oxidized lipids and denatured proteins that have fused to the fabric and the inner batting. Most home washing methods fail because they attack the wrong part of the stain. Hot water cooks proteins. If you pour boiling water on sweat and skin oils, you're essentially setting them like an egg. The proteins tighten around the fibers. The oils spread into a thinner, more stubborn film. Detergent helps lift some of it, but standard laundry soap is built for everyday soil, not months of trapped body residue. It leaves behind surfactant films that dry yellow on their own. Add bleach, and you make it worse. Chlorine bleach breaks down cotton fibers and reacts with urea in sweat to form chloramines. That reaction leaves a pale yellow cast that no amount of rinsing removes. The result is a pillow that looks used, smells faintly sour, and loses its shape. You replace it every year or two. That's expensive. It's also unnecessary. The stain isn't permanent. It's just stuck because you've been using heat and harsh chemicals that fight the chemistry instead of working with it. Let's break down what's actually causing the yellow. It comes down to 3 things: oxidation, protein bonding, and residue buildup. First, oxidation. Your body oils contain unsaturated fatty acids. When those acids sit in fabric for weeks, they react with oxygen in the air. That reaction turns clear oils into yellow compounds. It's the same process that makes old newspaper turn yellow or cooking oil darken in a pan. Once oxidized, those compounds don't dissolve easily in water. They bind to the cellulose in cotton or the polymer chains in polyester. They need time and the right pH to release. Second, protein bonding. Sweat and saliva contain proteins and amino acids. When heat is applied, those proteins change shape. They unfold and then attach to nearby fibers, creating a tight network. That's why hot water feels like it should clean better, but it actually locks the stain in. Cold or warm water keeps the proteins in a state where they can still be lifted. Heat past 140 degrees Fahrenheit changes the game, and the stain sets. You can't undo it with more soap. Third, detergent residue. Most people use too much soap. They assume more suds means more cleaning power. It doesn't. It means more leftover surfactants trapped in the batting. Those surfactants attract dust, skin flakes, and moisture. Over time, they oxidize and turn yellow on their own. You're not just fighting body oils, you're fighting your own laundry routine. Commercial laundries run extraction machines that pull almost all the water and soap out. Home washers leave a lot behind. That leftover soap dries into the fibers and acts like glue for new dirt. The pillow shell makes this harder. Pillowcases have a high thread count and a tight weave. They're designed to feel smooth, but that tightness slows down water penetration. When you run a standard cycle, the water hits the outside, runs through the loose seams, and leaves the center of the pillow mostly dry. The detergent activates on the surface, but the middle stays saturated with old oils and untouched by the wash water. That's why you can pull a pillow out of the machine and still feel a heavy, damp core. The stain isn't gone, it's just waiting. Institutional laundries handle this differently. We don't rely on heat. We rely on time, chemistry, and mechanical action. We use alkaline builders to break down oils, enzymes to digest proteins, and extended soak times to let the water penetrate. We rinse until the water runs clear, not until the timer stops, and we dry at low heat with physical agitation to keep the fillings separated. You can do the exact same thing at home. You just need to skip the shortcuts and follow the sequence. The stain will lift, the filling will stay intact, and the pillow will look flat, white, and ready to use again. Here's the method. It works on polyester, down alternative, and cotton-covered pillows. It does not work on solid memory foam or latex because those materials don't absorb water the same way. If your pillow has a zippered shell, unzip it. Remove any inner liner. If it's a single sealed unit, check the care tag for water tolerance. Most standard bed pillows can handle a full soak. Step 1 is the pre-treatment. You need an enzymatic cleaner or a simple mix of liquid dish soap and baking soda. Dish soap cuts grease. Baking soda raises the pH slightly to help break down acidic residues. Mix 1 tablespoon of clear dish soap with 2 tablespoons of baking soda in a small bowl. Add enough warm water to make a thick paste. Lay the pillow flat. Spread the paste over the yellowed areas. Don't scrub. Scrubbing pushes the mixture deeper into the fibers and damages the weave. Just press it in gently with your fingers or a soft brush. Let it sit for 20 minutes. This gives the surfactants time to surround the oil molecules and the enzymes time to start breaking down the proteins. Step 2 is the soak. Fill a clean bathtub or a large plastic tub with warm water, not hot. Warm means 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit. If you don't have a thermometer, it should feel comfortable to the touch, like a lukewarm shower. Add 1 cup of oxygen-based bleach, like sodium percarbonate. Do not use chlorine bleach. Oxygen bleach releases hydrogen peroxide when it hits water, which lifts stains through oxidation without breaking down fibers. Add half a cup of white vinegar. Vinegar neutralizes alkaline residue and helps loosen mineral deposits from hard water. Stir until the oxygen bleach dissolves completely. Submerge the pillow. Press it down slowly so the water replaces the air inside. You'll see bubbles rise. That's normal. Keep it under. If it floats, place a clean, heavy plate on top to hold it down. Let it soak for 2 hours. This is where most people fail. They check after 30 minutes, see it's not perfect, and pull it out. Oxidation and protein breakdown take time. The water needs to penetrate the center. The enzymes need to work. Give it the full 2 hours. After the soak, drain the tub. You'll notice the water is cloudy or slightly yellow. That's the stain leaving. Now comes the rinse. Fill the tub with clean, cool water. Press the pillow gently to release the dirty water. Do not wring it. Wringing twists the filling and breaks the fiber bonds. Just press down and roll it slightly to push water out. Drain and repeat. Keep rinsing until the water runs completely clear. This usually takes 3 to 4 full tub changes. If you skip this step, the leftover oxygen bleach and vinegar will dry into the fabric and attract new dirt. Clear water means clean water. If you live in an area with hard water, add 1 tablespoon of citric acid to the final rinse. It binds to calcium and prevents mineral spots from forming on the shell as it dries. Step 3 is drying. This is where shape is saved or ruined. Place the pillow in the dryer on low heat. High heat will shrink the shell and melt synthetic batting. Add 2 clean tennis balls or dryer balls inside mesh bags. The balls bounce against the pillow, breaking up clumps and keeping the filling separated. Run the dryer for 20 minutes. Stop, open the door, flip the pillow, break up any remaining lumps with your hands. This takes 30 seconds. Close the door and run another 20 minutes. Repeat until the pillow is completely dry. How do you know it's dry? Press the center. It should feel firm but not damp. If you smell even a hint of moisture, keep drying. A damp core breeds mildew. If you don't have a dryer, lay the pillow flat on a clean rack in a well-ventilated room. Flip it every 3 hours. Use a fan to push air across it. Do not place it in direct sunlight for more than an hour. UV breaks down cotton fibers over time and causes new yellowing. If you're drying it indoors, place a towel underneath to catch condensation. Change the towel when it gets wet. Stagnant air slows evaporation and traps moisture in the batting. Once dry, fluff it by hand. Shake it out. The yellow will be gone. The fabric will feel soft again. The filling will return to its original loft. You've removed the oxidized oils, the bonded proteins, and the detergent residue. You didn't destroy the fibers. You just gave them a proper reset. A few notes before you start. Check your pillow type first. Feather and down pillows need a slightly different approach. They hold water differently and take longer to dry. Use the same soak, but add an extra hour of drying time and lower the heat even further. Memory foam pillows should never be soaked. They degrade in water. For those, spot clean with a damp cloth, enzyme spray, and air dry. If your pillow is over 5 years old and the filling is already flattened or torn, this method won't rebuild lost structure. It will only clean what's there. Replace it if the support is gone. Maintenance matters more than the deep clean. Wash your pillowcases weekly. Add a pillow protector under the case. Protectors are designed to block oils and sweat from reaching the shell. They're cheap, they zip on, and they extend the life of the pillow by years. Wash the protector every 2 weeks. Run a quick surface rinse on the pillow itself every 3 months using the same oxygen bleach soak, but cut the time to 1 hour. You'll never see yellow build up again. Don't overcomplicate this. Cleaning is just chemistry and physics. Heat sets proteins, cold keeps them loose. Time breaks bonds, rinsing removes what's lifted. Agitation restores shape. Follow the steps, respect the timing, and the pillow will look new. You don't need special machines or expensive products. You need the right sequence. If you've been replacing pillows because of stains, stop. Do the soak, watch the water turn, feel the weight drop as the residue leaves. Dry it slow, put it back on the bed. You'll sleep on something that actually feels clean, not just covered up. That's how it's done.